The following is a presentation of 912 Sports. Welcome to On Air with 912 Sports, your number one source for high school sports. With Sean Smoke and Kevin Price. On Air with 912 Sports is brought to you by Coastal Pines Technical College. Go Coastal. Prime South Bank. Find your prime. Robbie Robertson Ford, because Fords are cheaper in the swamp. Gibson Animal Clinic, practical solutions with limited fees. Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, the region's best orthopedic care. And Kim Smoke, licensed realtor with eXp Realty.
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your Prime. Member FDIC.
High schoolers, did you know that you can get a head start on your college career and save money at the same time through dual enrollment at Coastal Pines Technical College? Dual enrollment is open to high school juniors and seniors, tuition free. Talk to your high school counselor or visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College, an equal opportunity institution. Go Coastal.
The Friday Night Lights were on in the 912 this past Friday. Hope you were able to make it out and watch a little high school football. Welcome, sports fans, and thanks for watching On Air with 912 Sports. I'm Sean Smoke, publisher of 912 Sports, and we've got a great show for you tonight. This past Friday was the first of 2 weekends for Georgia high school scrimmages here in the state of Georgia, and several schools were on display this past Friday. GHSA dictates that if you do not hold a spring practice, you can have 2 scrimmage games in the fall, and several of our teams took advantage of that. Head writer and podcast host Kevin Price was on St. Simon's Island to cover the Bethesda at Frederica GIAA game, and I traveled over to Bearville to watch the defending 2A state champions host the Grove Rebels, and we'll both have a full report for you. So sit back, enjoy the show. You're watching On Air with 912 Sports.
Play it loud and rev it up. Robbie Robertson's got trucks built for tough.
Make your way to Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, where the deals are bigger than ever. Looking for a stylish midsize car, a spacious SUV, or a truck that performs at work and play? Robbie Robertson wants your vehicle and is paying top dollar. Now is the time to buy. Fords are cheaper in the swamp.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
The Pierce County Bears could have won by 100 points if they so chose on Friday night, as they hosted the Grove Rebels in the first of 2 scrimmages for the Bears on the 2024 football season. As I sit here recording this segment, Tropical Storm Debbie makes her way overhead. And just like today, the weather played havoc Friday night. I had originally planned to head over to the Pinelands to catch Clinch at Jeff Davis, but Mother Nature had other ideas. With a massive thunder cell sitting on Hazelhurst delaying the start, I turned right and headed east to clear skies. Groves will get better as the season progresses, but the Rebels head coach shared that this was their first practice in pads since last season. They just started Tuesday prior to this Friday night's game. Nonetheless, the Bears look to be in midseason form, shown here on this McGaffey to Drew pass for an early touchdown. McGaffey looked sharp, and to my surprise, he did not carry the football 50-plus times. But when he did, it usually resulted in a touchdown. The offense was rolling with big play after big play. I don't care who you're playing. As long as you can pitch a shutout, you've done something because it's tough. The Bears are no stranger to doing so. Ask any of the shaved head coaches walking the Bears sidelines. A tradition that started with Herring's arrivals. If the Bears shut out their opponent, they get to pick one of the coaches and shave their head after the game. The defense played well. There were a few missed assignments, but that's why you play scrimmage games. A busted pass play allowed the Rebels down inside the Bears' 10-yard line, but it didn't really matter. On the next 4 plays, the Bears stonewalled the Rebels, and the ball was turned over on downs. All in all, it was a good night in Bearfield. Next Friday night on 8/9/24, the Bears travel over to Brunswick to take on the 5A Glen Academy Red Terrors. This will be a little tougher test for the young Bears, a lot of whom will be playing their first game under the lights on Friday nights on an opponent's field. It'll take some leadership from veterans like McGaffey and Drew to pull off a tough road victory over the Red Terrors. So stick around. We've got more of a great show coming up right after these messages from our sponsors. You're watching On Air with 912 Sports.
Gibson Animal Clinic is ready to help with your animals. From cats to dogs to horses, we treat them all. Call on us for grooming, bathing, boarding, and more serious things like surgery, dentistry, spay, neuter, immunizations, heartworm prevention, flea control, complete lab testing, radiology, preventive health care. Call us at 285-7678. Open Saturdays for your convenience. Gibson Animal Clinic. Practical solutions with reasonable fees. Russell J. Gibson, DVM.
Gibson Animal Clinic, 108 Riverside Drive, Waycross.
Hablamos español en nuestra clínica.
Play it loud and rev it up. Robbie Robinson's got trucks built for tough.
Make your way to Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, where the deals are bigger than ever. Looking for a stylish midsize car, a spacious SUV, or a truck that performs at work and play? Robbie Robertson wants your vehicle and is paying top dollar. Now is the time to buy. Fords are cheaper in the swamp.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kevin Price for On Air with 912 Sports. I'm out at Frederica Academy on St. Simon's Island, where the Knights have just completed a preseason scrimmage against Bethesda. Of course, it's preseason scrimmage 1 of 2 for Frederica, which will be up in Nahunta tomorrow night, Friday night, for preseason scrimmage number 2 against the Brantley County Herons. But here tonight, my report will include video clips and also commentary from the preseason scrimmage tonight, along with a post-scrimmage interview with Frederica head coach Brandon Derrick. So let's get right to that report. The Frederica Academy Knights took the field last Friday night on St. Simon's Island for the first of their 2 preseason scrimmages prior to the start of the 2024 season. The Knights were facing off against Bethesda Academy, last year's state champion in South Carolina's private school league. Frederica, also a playoff team once again a year ago, is fielding a young team this season. but this one head coach Brandon Derrick hopes to mold into perhaps a region champion and another playoff squad again in 2024 in the GIAA. He'll have to do so, however, without the services of running back Jordan Triplett, who etched his name in Georgia's record books last season as a senior by becoming the state's all-time leader for career rushing yards. The Knights were responsible for the only points in Friday's scrimmage as they got an early first-quarter touchdown run by Jaden Gibson for a 7-0 lead that would stay on the scoreboard for the rest of the way. The Frederica defense shined the brightest as it posted the shutout. The Knights gave up a long pass play early in the fourth quarter, which gave the Blazers a first-and-goal situation at the Frederica 7-yard line, but Frederica kept the Blazers out of the end zone over 5 plays. A pass interference call against the Knights, coupled with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on fourth down, gave the Blazers an extra play from the goal line, but the Knights stopped a quarterback keeper to preserve the shutout. When Coach Derrick finished talking with his team post-game, he also spoke with 912 Sports and shared his thoughts on the scrimmage.
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your Prime. Member FDIC.
High schoolers, did you know that you can get a head start on your college career and save money at the same time through dual enrollment at Coastal Pines Technical College? Dual enrollment is open to high school juniors and seniors, tuition free. Talk to your high school counselor or visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College, an equal opportunity institution. Go Coastal.
All right, so we're here with Coach Brandon Derrick of Frederica following his first scrimmage in the preseason. Coach, a dress rehearsal tonight, 7-0 win for whatever that's worth, but talk about your immediate thoughts.
We got a few things we got to clean up on offense. Felt like we played really good up front on defense. I thought our group was pretty solid up front on defense, and they played hard. Defense made some really good plays and did some really good stuff. We got a lot of young kids. We rolled a lot of kids in. We got a few that we still get to get a little bit more depth, and they get a few more reps in practice. They'll have to roll in too. I think we had 24 dressed out tonight, and I've got 21 freshmen and sophomores. So out of the whole 28. So we're really young, and that was good for us tonight and get a little confidence. And feel like we can go out and compete. And our kids played hard. That's the one thing we're going to do. We're going to play hard. We're going to give good effort.
Coach, kind of talk about that, whether it's an experienced team or a young team. The idea, anybody wants to win anytime, but the real thing about these scrimmages is to get certain things done, particularly with a young team. What were you looking to accomplish tonight?
I just wanted us to, I felt like we were a little tentative in practice, and I wanted us to get over that being tentative and, execute the offense, get some full speed stuff against some other people besides just ourselves. I think we did pretty good offensively early on. We rotated all the quarterbacks, trying to get looks at all those guys. So getting that continuity with everybody is a challenge when you're rotating 3 quarterbacks. And we had a few guys. We had a couple guys separate themselves. We found out what we can depend on with some guys and do some things. And it's one of those things you go in and evaluate. You watch a lot of film afterwards and see what guys are good at, what we need to work on. And then defensively, I think I played everybody in the secondary at one time. I rotated all 8 guys in the secondary, and I thought they played pretty well, understanding coverages and getting in the holes. And our defensive line did a real good job of getting pressure on Bethesda. And, it is game 1. And we run a lot of different schemes, and we run a lot of different blitz packages. And I thought Coach Gibson did a really good job with that tonight.
Hey, Coach, obviously it's a new day offensively. No more Jordan Triplett. He's off in Colorado playing for Air Force. But were y'all basically kind of running your offense tonight, or are you still kind of holding back?
We're going to run a lot of that stuff offensively right there, and go execute and timely pass and do a few things with running the option and do some things. And I thought our kids, got different skill sets for different quarterbacks. So we try to work with those different skill sets every time with those quarterbacks. But I think once we get going, it'll be pretty fluid down the road, and I think our guys are getting better and better every week.
Now, Coach, I mean, at the end of the day, you did pitch a shutout, and so you did get the win. And you guys had to make a big stand after a big pass play that gave them a first down.
Yeah.
I think they had the ball 1st and goal on your own 7 early in the 4th quarter. Talk about making that stand there and just really the way you played on defense the whole game.
Well, I thought our defense was resilient on that. Like down there, you give them up, get down there and they got the ball inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal, and I thought our guys did a really good job making a stand. You don't see that a lot out of young kids, and I thought our young guys really stepped up and made some plays. Made a bonehead play with a penalty down there, but he responded and we made a stop down there and got the ball. And then, I think Davis at the end, that was a big play because we turned the ball over. We was trying to be safe with it and then turned over on an option pitch. And, and then Davis makes a great play right there at the end, pick it off and seal the game. And I just thought our kids, it's like I tell them every time, play the next play. Things are going to happen good and they're going to be bad, but play the next play. And Davis never put his head down after, made a couple bad reads at quarterback, and then he went right over and made an interception on defense, made a play. And he looked at me at the end of the game and told me, Coach, I think I redeemed myself. I said, son, you just did what we got to do. You got to play the next play. And I said, I'm proud of you not giving up and doing what you're supposed to do. And that's big. That means we're growing a little bit. And hopefully, by the end of this thing, at the end of the season, we will have matured and gotten better and better. But, everybody else is going to get better as time goes on too.
And, Coach, you kind of talked about the heat and grinding through it in practice and playing in full pads and all that kind of good stuff. Tonight you go 4 quarters. I know y'all been out in the heat all summer in the middle of the day and stuff like that, but could you tell anything about your conditioning and just kind of where you are?
I think we just, the biggest part is that adrenaline early. How can you recover in that next 6 minutes? We played really good that first 6 minutes. That adrenaline was going, and then you could see like, oh, God, everybody's like, I'm wore out. And then you just have to take a deep breath, and I think that the more we play, the better it's going to get. I thought overall we're pretty good shape. We rotated a lot of kids. I mean, we probably rolled 21 of the 24 the whole time, and they just got to step in and make plays. And I think we're not in bad shape. We just got to keep working every day. And like I said in the group, the biggest thing is as coaches, we've got to figure out creative ways to. We don't have 120 kids. I got 24, so I got to figure out creative ways to keep us healthy and have legs to play on a Friday, even though we got to practice and we got to figure out a way to be physical during the week. And so we mixed it up a little bit this week, and they were caught off guard. And I think it, for them, it created a little energy because we were like out here in pants and helmet, and that was it for like an hour and a half. And then we went Oklahoma drill, and then we went full team and knocked crap out of each other for an hour. So, I think that's a big thing for us as coaches. That's a key thing for us here is how do we strategize to save our kids? And it's again, we still got 13 more weeks. It's a long season, so we got to figure out a way to preserve our guys and continue to battle it week in, week out.
All right, Coach, keep up the good work, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Thank you.
Gibson Animal Clinic is ready to help with your animals. From cats to dogs to horses, we treat them all. Calling us for grooming, bathing, boarding, and more serious things like surgery, dentistry, spay, neuter, immunizations, heartworm prevention, flea control, complete lab testing, radiology, preventive health care. Call us at 285-7678. Open Saturdays for your convenience. Gibson Animal Clinic. Practical solutions with reasonable fees. Russell J. Gibson, DVM.
Gibson Animal Clinic, 108 Riverside Drive, Waycross.
Hablamos español en nuestra clínica.
This has been a presentation of 912 Sports.